Sarah, are you busy? Hi, Mrs. Sterling. Is something wrong? You know tomorrow is the anniversary of my parents' deaths, don't you? The whole family is going to be there. It's a tradition of ours. You need to come to my house at about 5 a.m. so that we can start preparing all of the food for the day. Oh. There's no need for us to prepare all of the food. This time we already prepared the food. We'll bring it tomorrow and we can just reheat it. What? You already prepared everything. You cooked it all by yourself. Are you sure there's nothing else we need to do tomorrow? Yes, I'm sure. I wanted you to be able to relax tomorrow, so I took the day off from work to prepare everything for tomorrow. Oh, wow. I can't believe you did that for me. Wow. How did I get blessed to have a daughter-in-law like you? Scott is a very lucky boy, you know. Well, I'm just as lucky to be in a relationship with someone like him. I spoke to him today, and he said he's working overtime tonight. He won't be home until 2 or 3 in the morning, so I think we will need to come mid-morning or early afternoon. I will come earlier, but we only have one car, so we can't come separately. Because of that, I won't be able to come early tomorrow morning. That's another reason why I decided to prepare everything ahead of time. He told me to let you know since I guess he forgot to tell you himself. Are you unable to use the other resources available to you? If your husband gets off of work so late, do you really have to wait for him? Doesn't that put more pressure on him? Well, as you know, we only have one car and I haven't driven since my accident. I still don't feel confident enough to drive on my own. What a lame excuse that is. You need to get over that fear of yours. Well, even if I wanted to drive, like I said, I don't have a car. I walk to work. I have talked to Scott about getting another car, but he said it's unnecessary for the time being. And why do you need him to drive you here? You could take an Uber or a taxi. If you don't want to spend the money, we could pick you up. Okay, I'll talk to him about it and we'll see if he wants me to wait for him or to go on my own. Forget it. I'm just going to come and pick you up. Don't make an excuse for coming later. I don't want to reheat food tomorrow, so we are going to cook from scratch. I will pick you up at 4:30 a.m. So you want me to throw all the food I made for us away? Isn't that kind of wasteful? I promise that it's all good food. I found a lot of really nice recipes and worked all day on everything. I don't see why we would throw it all out. I also bought some other dishes from a really popular restaurant nearby. They do a lot of catering and are famous for their food. I guess Scott and I can just eat the leftovers for the rest of the week. Food from a popular restaurant? Which one? The steakhouse near our house. Oh my! Really? You should have said that sooner. Then we can use that food tomorrow. Next year, don't forget that you need to come to the house to prepare everything by hand. No matter how busy you get, it's important for us to maintain our traditions. Yes, ma'am. I will make sure to remember that next time. Should I call you tomorrow when we are on our way? Obviously. Okay, then. See you tomorrow. There's so much traffic. We're going to be really late, aren't we? I should call your mom and tell her we'll be later than expected, shouldn't I? It's fine. I'm sure she knows we're on our way. Don't you know how busy it is at this time of day? It's lunchtime on a Saturday. Of course there is traffic. Plus, I needed to sleep in since I got home so late. Did you tell her we were going to be a little late? You didn't, did you? My mom gets so mad when she thinks people are going to disappoint her. Well, yes, I told her you were getting off work at 2 or 3 in the morning, but she just thought I was making excuses. She didn't seem too mad about it. Well, actually, she did yell at me and told me I should take an Uber and come in the morning. She also told me to throw out the food we got for today so that we could make our own from scratch, but I convinced her otherwise. You know your mom can be a bit unreasonable sometimes, don't you? How is my mom being unreasonable? You know that she likes to cook all of the food from scratch for these kinds of holidays. She has always done it this way. At this point, it's like a ritual for her. Why are you being so hard on her? You know this is important to my parents. Is this because I didn't get anything nice for your mom's birthday last year? You know I was having a hard month financially and didn't want to dip into my emergency savings. I know that you were having a harder time then, but what I'm more frustrated about is the fact that last month you sent your mom on a trip to Hawaii for 3 days. If you were really struggling that much, I don't think you should have sent your mom to another state. Plus, you didn't get my mom anything for her birthday. Not even a card. So yeah, I was a little disappointed. Because she was disappointed. Why are you bringing that up now? She's my mom. Of course I am willing to send her on a nice vacation when I can afford it. And you know what? I was uncomfortable getting your mom a gift because I don't know her well enough yet to know what I should get her. I just called her and wished her a happy birthday. Isn't that enough? Are you really going to argue with me about this right now? I understand that you were uncomfortable, but you could have pitched in with something. The main reason I brought this up is because you used money as an excuse. But that's not even valid because of how much you spent on your mom at that same time. How can you yell at me like this and accuse me of being rude when you're the one not making any sense? You're the one who told me to make the food and order some additional sides from the restaurant. Did you not tell your mom that? I'm sure she would have been a lot more accepting if she knew you were the one who made the decision. Was there really any point in me telling her that? I told you to tell her so she wouldn't be upset. But I guess that was too much to ask of you. Yesterday, she called me and told me to come to the house at 5 a.m. It was obvious that you did not update her on the situation. I told her that I finished preparing everything, and she was upset with me. This could have been avoided if you had just told her the plan earlier this week like we discussed. Okay, fine, I was wrong. Happy. It's my grandparents' death anniversary, so we need to have a nice meal in their honor. I just didn't want to have to take work off to come and cook all day. You told me you would be working overtime last night and wouldn't finish until super late. Now we're coming at a decent time in my opinion, but your mom is still going to be mad because we are coming later than she wanted us to. Do you have any idea how upset she is going to be by the time we get to the house? She's not going to be that upset, okay? You're blowing this all out of proportion. She understands that my work has been busy lately, and you know what? I'd appreciate it if you were more supportive of my current role at work. I have not been worried about the situation at all, but now you're the one who is stressing me out. Not my mom. Oh, I am the one stressing you out? Okay, fine. This is all my fault. I am the only one to blame in this situation. Do you know what time it is? How could you arrive so late? Have you two lost your minds? I am so sorry. There was so much traffic that we were unable to get here any faster. It took much longer than expected. I'm sorry for our tardiness. Mom, I want to rest for a bit. Can I go lay down on the couch? Of course, you can go take a rest. I can't imagine how tired you must be. Working a long shift today and then having to drive for so long. You must be exhausted. I need to make sure that my son is always taking care of his body. Go on in and take a rest. Take as long as you need. Tara, you need to organize the food you brought with you and help me start to reheat everything. I'll need your help with my pigs in the blanket, though. I was working on some additional snacks and ran out of time. Oh? You decided to cook some food anyways. I thought you were just going to use the food Scott and I brought with us. Who would want to go without pigs and blankets on a day like today? Plus, they're Scott's favorite. Don't you want your husband to enjoy his meal once he gets up from the couch? Here, I just finished getting the dough ready. You can roll each of the hot dogs in the dough, and when you're done, put them in the oven. You want me to do it by myself? Right now? It's already getting pretty late and we're supposed to eat soon, right? We're going to have to wait for me to roll each of them, and then we have to wait for them to cook before we can eat. Yes, of course. You can't do this one thing on your own. I think if you put your mind to it, you'll be able to finish it all quickly. How can you survive in this world if you can't even do something as simple as this? I just don't understand why you would put this off until the last second and then make me do it. We already have plenty of food, and you knew we were bringing everything for you this time. If you really wanted to make these, you could have started a little earlier so it would be done sooner, right? But you just waited until I got here to make me do it all. Hey! How dare you talk to me like that? These are my son's favorite snack. You should know that, considering you're his wife. Am I not my own person? Is he not an adult? You are, but you are my son's wife first. He should be your first priority. Mrs. Sterling, I thought that you and I were close. You said that you thought of me as a daughter. But ever since Scott and I got married, it seems like you've changed a lot. Especially in the way you treat me. Are you trying to challenge me right now? I guess you really lack all respect. You're my daughter-in-law. How could you speak to me in such a rude way? I feel so betrayed. You always try to kiss up to me by saying nice things and doing what I tell you to, but I guess that was all for show. Your attitude and behavior now prove that none of that was real. Mrs. Sterling, you know that is not what I intended. The thing I am trying to say is... Forget it. I know what you're trying to say. Just do whatever you want. How can an uneducated person like myself speak to someone as educated and elite as yourself? Mrs. Sterling? Okay, I finished preparing my part. Babe, could you come help me prepare this part? What? Can't you just do it yourself? It will taste exactly the same if you finish it instead of me. It's not like I'm going to change any part of the recipe. Besides, this tradition is stupid. Why do we have to come together every year on the day some old people died? I mean, it's a bit much, isn't it? Can't we all just move on? Why are we even doing this? It feels like we're celebrating they died like it's a good thing or something. Hey, don't say that. If your mom hears you, you know she is going to lose it. Besides, we're celebrating their life, not the fact that they're dead now. I wish my family had this kind of tradition. One day, maybe our children will get together and celebrate our lives just like this. I get that this is tough for you since it's late, but aren't you being a little dramatic? Oh, come on. Don't lecture me about this, please. Can't you just do it on your own? My mom told you to do it by yourself. This is so stupid. Why is my dear Scotty so upset? What on earth did you say to him to get him to react like that? I didn't say anything special. I just told him I finished my part and asked him to help me with the last bit. Mom, do I really have to help with this part? You know I hate having to cut up all the meat. I'm so tired. Scotty, that is a man's job. Specifically the man of the house. That would make it your responsibility. Are you really going to trust her with the task of cutting up all the meat for everyone? Well, I get that it's a man's job, but... Okay, I'll be right back. Tara, I'm going to change clothes really quick, and then I'll come back to help. Could you help me with this and then change? I think it might be better anyway, since you'll be able to change into clean clothes. Hey! He just got up from a nap. Give him some time to wake up, won't you? Let him change, and then he can come cut up the ham. Do you always nag him like this? Man, it must be miserable to be married to you. How am I nagging him? I did everything you asked of me, and now you're yelling at me. I don't think this is appropriate. Are you accusing my mom of being rude right now? Don't you dare talk back to her like that. You know what? You can finish everything yourself. I'm sure you can manage without me. Are you saying I'm the one in the wrong now? This is your family's tradition, not mine. Why don't you have to help with any of the preparations? Your mom asked both of us to come here, but I'm the only one being expected to do anything. You all just invited me here so that you could sit around doing nothing while I wait on you. I'm here! Huh? Why is the vibe so dark right now? Did something happen? Oh, forget it, you two. Why are we all fighting on such an important day? And thank you for sharing your true feelings, Tara. I see now that our traditions don't matter to you at all. All you care about is yourself. Bro, why is Mom acting so weird? Did something happen? Don't you dare end up like Tara. She's a bad person. If you're ever speaking to your in-laws, you should show some respect. I see now that she is someone who lacks all respect for everyone who isn't herself. You left because of that. Are you stupid or something? you call me stupid in this situation? The fight was 3-1. They all ganged up on me. They kept telling me I was a bad person and that my parents raised me poorly and stuff like that. It didn't matter that his mom started cursing at me and insulting me. Only I was the bad person. What else was I supposed to do? This whole situation is so frustrating. Now anytime I look at Scott, he has this expression that tells me he's still mad. It's stressing me out. Okay, well, whose family tradition was it? Theirs, right? You should have just done what the mother-in-law wanted. That's what I always do. She wanted you to come early and to make everything from scratch? Then you do it. If she wants you to take an Uber to get there, you do it. It's that simple. If I were you, I wouldn't have thrown away my good relationship for my pride in a situation like this. I mean, I want to be able to make the Sterlings happy. I really do. It's just that every time I do anything for them, it never seems to be enough. I'm always falling short and they're always trying to up the stakes. Do you know how stressed I am to see them again? Every time they have a family gathering, I get stressed from having to see them. Plus, the next time we are going to see them is on Thanksgiving Day. Do you have any idea how horrible it's going to be? Last weekend was just a family tradition to celebrate some family members who had passed away. They take their celebrations very seriously. Well, then I guess you're going to have your work cut out for you. Can't you just buy them some gifts that they want or something? I don't know. Maybe you can buy their love? You know, you've changed a lot. Before you got married, you were a completely different person. You never let anyone treat you that way. You always stood up for yourself and never cared about what others were thinking. I miss the old you. Most people change after marriage. And weren't you telling me I was stupid for ruining my relationship over this? Girl. I mean that you should have seen the red flag sooner. It's stupid that you waited this long to realize how crazy these people are. I've been trying to tell you for years. I know. I just looked past them because I loved him. Girl, listen to me. You need to start saving your money and begin considering leaving this jerk. He doesn't deserve you. You can't just leave him now. You have nowhere to go. And it's not just you that you have to worry about. You need to think of Missy and what will be best for her. Yeah, I know. I'm working on it. That's why I want to leave him. I don't think he's a good father either. He never spends time with Missy. He's her parent too, not just me. Well, if you think about it, he's the main breadwinner of the family. You don't really contribute too much financially, right? Plus, he works a lot more than you. He's going to be tired when he comes home from work. Why would you want to watch the kid at that point? Plus, you kind of need him. He's got a good background, better than you. You should keep using his connections for the time being. Why are you saying that? Is it because he went to college and I didn't? If that's the case, that's really dumb. I've had plenty of successful jobs in my industry without a degree. I can just start working some extra hours and put that money aside in my own account. You don't need to be so stressed about this. I'm just saying that because he's the main breadwinner and you rely more on him, you could start to put some money aside that he doesn't know about. I think that would help. I don't understand how you married a guy like this. I'm sure he said a lot of sweet things in the beginning. I remember when he used to compliment me all the time and take me on nice dates. I never could have imagined that he would end up being such a harsh man. You know, my mom used to warn me about this kind of stuff. I just never paid attention to it because I didn't think it applied to my situation. Hindsight is always 20/20, right? I guess I just never say the right thing around them. I don't know why I would expect anything else. If you surround yourself by strange people, they aren't going to treat you well. I remember back when you first got together. You really wanted to be with him. So, you said you want to leave him. Does that mean you want to get divorced? I think honestly that would be the best option for you. I mean, I want to, but I'm worried about it. Dear, you're not busy tomorrow, are you? If not, come by my house. Sorry, but tomorrow is a weekday, so I have to go to work. I'm normally really busy throughout the week since I have a tight schedule between work and Missy. Can't you just take a sick day or something like that? Do you not get paid time off at your job? Look, I have something really important going on at the house. You need to come tomorrow. Have you asked Scott if he's available? He might have more time to spare than me. Plus, as I said, I don't have a car, so that means I will need to take the bus or get an Uber. I don't think I'll be able to get to your house until later in the evening. Are you telling me to bother my busy son who has been exhausted and overworked lately? Have you no sympathy? Mrs. Sterling, with all due respect, I work a full-time job as well. I have been especially busy this past month due to a project I've been assigned to. Even if I wanted to call out tomorrow, I can't because I have a meeting with shareholders. What am I supposed to do when you call me suddenly and tell me to come over? Do you expect me to drop everything? You are my daughter-in-law. It's your duty to help your mother-in-law when she needs it. Do all of the women of your generation ignore this custom? Didn't I tell you that it's something important? Whatever. I'll keep pestering you until you agree to help me anyways. Just come this weekend. I'm sorry, but I can't this weekend either. I am meeting my dad for lunch since we haven't seen each other in a few weeks. I think I won't be able to come over this weekend. If you really need help urgently, please ask Samantha or Scott. I'm sure they would love to help you out. I just got off the phone with my mother. What on earth did you say to her to make her cry so much? She just called me sobbing and telling me what awful things you said to her. I'm the man of the family, so it's my responsibility to take care of it. Honey? Instead of standing up for me or waiting to hear my side of the story, you just went ahead and took her word for it? Should I really be expected to drop all of my plans to go do what your parents want? Because you're self-employed, you can choose when you work. That's why you chose to work overtime that night before you went to your parents' house. You could have chosen to work extra on a different day, but you didn't. If your parents seriously need your help, you could take the day off and then go help them. I work in an office with limited sick days and strict rules for when I can call out. How am I supposed to just call out of work and miss a day of pay when your mom is slightly inconvenienced? Okay, I get what you're saying, but you have saved up sick days and your pay time off. I think if you really wanted to, you could take the day off. That is not the point. I told you I am working on a really important project right now. This is an opportunity for me to move up in the company and start earning more money. Do you really expect me to drop everything to go help your mom? If I lose an opportunity to be promoted because I keep skipping out on work, will you take responsibility? I have no interest in throwing away my and Missy's future over something as unimportant as this. Didn't we talk about this before we got married? I told you that for the first few years when our baby was growing up, I would work less and focus on the house more. We made a deal, however, that I could focus more on work as she got into school. Well, now she is in kindergarten, so I think it's time I start taking my work more seriously. My mom said that it is urgent. It's not unimportant or a minor inconvenience. Are you incapable of sacrificing some of your time to help someone else out? How can you call yourself her family when you don't even help her when she is in need? This is your daughter's grandmother, not just a random old lady. You can't do this just once. You better make time for her this weekend. No. Did you already forget? I'm meeting with my dad this weekend. You always make me spend time with your family. Don't you dare take away my time with my own. How can you expect me to cancel my plans? I am honestly starting to feel really frustrated by how you're treating me. I told you I am busy and that I have plans, and you are insisting that I drop everything to meet her needs. I think you should be the one to make time for her. You can meet your dad in the morning and then go to my mom's house in the afternoon. She told you to come. Do you not understand? You need to go when you are requested. We got married, and that means you not only vow to take care of me, but to take care of my family too. How about you just let your brother visit with your dad? There's no reason for you to both go. What? Did you seriously just say that there's no reason for me to see my dad? This is not something we are negotiating. I'm his daughter, but I'm not important enough to see him? Just my brother. Why are you acting like this? You have crossed a line. What? You're telling me I've crossed a line? What did I say that was wrong? Literally nothing. Everything I said was right. You need to start acting like a good wife. You are really starting to agitate me. I guess you have no interest in doing anything for anyone other than yourself. Thank you for proving that you are selfish, jerk. You are not allowed to speak to me like that. You go to your parents' house. Get off of your lazy bum for once and do something for your family. Maybe that will make you realize how demanding you and your family are. I'm going to meet my dad. Period. I don't want to argue about this again. I have made my mind up and I will not allow you to speak to me like that. It is disrespectful and unacceptable for you. After all of that, you're really going to be this stubborn? Fine. Forget about it. Are you out of your mind? I told you I had something urgent happening and you decided not to come. That's why Scott went. Are you unable to handle everything with one person's help? Is he incapable of helping you? What? Fine, then maybe I should take him out for lunch since he's the only good one in your relationship. Oh my god. You said it was urgent and now you're going to take him out for lunch? That sounds like the opposite of urgent. I told you I am meeting with my father today. That is important to me. That's why your son is there to help you. Important? As if. Are you saying that your situation is more important than mine? Obviously. Are you stupid or something? My friends invited me to a party tonight and I need to prepare food for it. You're my daughter-in-law. It is your responsibility to help me cook for this kind of situation. Of course you should come over and help. Oh my god. Your urgent situation is cooking? For a party? Don't you know you can pick food up from the store? You don't have to make things from scratch. I can't believe you. Why were you calling me over and trying to guilt trip me into coming over that? I cannot understand your thought process. My family is more important than a silly little party you want to go to. 100%. You are incredibly entitled. Do you realize that this is the first time I'm seeing my father in nearly 3 months? And because of your selfish desire, I almost had to miss out on seeing him. You're my family too, so I don't understand how you could be so thoughtless. How dare you talk back to me like that? Back in my day, if you got married, you were to do whatever your in-laws asked of you. Of course I expect the same thing from you. Of course, if you move to be with your spouse, you're going to be further away from your own family. That's just part of getting married. When I first got married, I didn't visit my family for over a year. I was always taking care of my husband's parents. And you know what? That was the right thing to do. But you can't seem to get with the program. You seem to think that it's not an important part of married life. Women are supposed to take care of their family and their spouses after getting married. That's part of the responsibility of all women. Mrs. Sterling, I think that your expectations are extremely outdated. You're trying to tell me not to see my family anymore and to focus on you instead. I think that is literally insane. Where in the world did you get the idea that that is the right thing to do? And you know what? Getting married is about creating a strong bond to the person you love, not their family. It is not my responsibility to take care of Scott's family. So are you seriously going to keep trying to see your family when you should be helping us instead? I never dreamed my son would marry such a dim-witted woman like yourself. Back in my day, a young lady would never speak with such an attitude towards her elders. I had no idea you were so disrespectful. What a horrible girl you are. You sound just like her. She said the same stuff before packing her bags and running away. You're not planning on running away, are you? Excuse me? Who are you talking about? What are you trying to say? I didn't mean anything by it. I was just saying that I don't want you to walk out on my son. Let's stop with all of this fighting. I'm getting tired. The more I think about it, the weirder I feel about the whole situation. Why? What happened? Well, when I was arguing with Scott's mom, she made a comment about a girl who packed her bags and ran away. She referred to the girl as her in the middle of our conversation, as if I was supposed to know who she was talking about. A girl. What made her say that? Did you say something that reminded her of someone else? I mean, that's what I'm guessing, but she said that the girl packed her bags and left home. This is really bugging me. I keep wondering if maybe Scott was married before he got married to me. You didn't ask him about that back when you were dating? Like if you'd be married prior? Hey, don't you know how important it is to check this kind of stuff nowadays? People are so sneaky now. Your husband could totally have had multiple wives. He could have even cheated on you. Of course, you need to verify this kind of information. Do you think I should look into it? I believed him at the time when he said he hadn't been married before, but now that his mom said this, I don't know what to think. I can't deal with this anymore. I need to have him investigated. How do you think I should go about this? Honestly, I'm not that sure. I don't know how we would look into that. Well, regardless, it needs to be done. I have someone at work I think I can ask. Maybe he can help me find someone who will help me look into Scott's past. I don't know why I'm so paranoid, but it's worth looking into. This is the person I married, you know. I feel like I know him, but recently he's been changing into someone I don't recognize. I don't think he's a dirty or bad person, but I need to be sure. For the safety of myself and Missy. You were happier before you met him. He has sucked all of the energy and happiness out of you. We're going to get to the bottom of this, I promise. But if you find out he was married before you and got divorced, doesn't that make him a fraud? Yeah, I have no idea, dude. I'm hoping I'm wrong because if not, this is going to be one crazy confrontation. We have been married for 5 years now. If he really lied about not being married before, that means he has tricked me for over 5 years. I don't think I can keep living with someone who lied to me for so long. Okay, I'm going to look into it. Once I get more information, I'll contact you. Okay, sounds good. If anything happens or you're having a hard time, call me ASAP, okay? There's no need for you to handle this by yourself. Let's do this together. You need to be supported at times like this. You're right. Thank you so much. Let's catch up over a meal sometime soon. Love you. Love you too, girl. Dude, I'm going to have to divorce that jerk. Ugh! I never dreamed that I would be played a fool for so long. No way. Are you sure he really was married before you? Yeah. He officially got divorced a month before we got married. He was cheating on his wife with me before that. Do you know how long we dated before he proposed? 3 years. 3 years! He cheated on his wife for 3 years with me, and then she left. He got divorced, and then we got married. I feel like such an idiot. Oh my god. No way! How could this have happened? His family knew you were dating that whole time. They were in on it! This feels so unreal. I'm just as confused as you. He has to be a terrible person. No good person could do this to someone they say they love. But you know what? I shouldn't be too shocked. This kind of thing does happen. I just never thought it would happen to me. But thanks to your support, now I can move on with my life. I know I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't bring this on myself. So now I'm ready to stand up for myself. I'm so proud of you, Tara. I never thought you would be able to stand up to him. Do you know how much you've done for him up until this point? So much. You never deserved for this to happen to you. He is a garbage person. Plus, his family is the worst. They are awful towards you. And they knew what he was up to. His mum always nags you and makes you do whatever she wants. Doesn't she have other people she can ask? Like her son? If your husband can't even stick up for you or go out of his way to take care of his mum when you're busy, what do you think he'll be like in the future? I just don't understand why he treats you that way and how he could have lied to you about something so important for so long. That's what I'm saying! I'm going to keep looking into it and I'll keep you updated with what I find. Mrs. Sterling, what's going on? Is everything alright? What are you doing right now? You know you need to come over this Thursday, right? Ah, for Thanksgiving. Yes, I'm aware. Scott and I both have the day off, so we will be there with Missy. Of course you both have the day off. It's a holiday. Well, since my work picked up, some people are working on Thanksgiving. I was lucky enough to get the day off. What is so important about your work that you have to go so often? Whatever, I don't care. I'm excited for us all to celebrate at my home. Well, we'll be there for the morning, and then we're going to go to my parents' house in the evening. What? Why are you going to your parents' house? Just go next time. You need to come to our house since we invited you first. Well, I want to see my parents too. That's important to me. And it's important to them. If I only visited you at your house, when am I supposed to visit my own family? If Scott doesn't want to go or you convince him to stay, that's fine. Missy and I will go to my parents' home on our own. What are you talking about? I need to spend more time with my granddaughter. Just forget about your stupid parents. When you die, your gravestone will have our last name on it. You are a part of our family now. Forget about them. I don't understand why you can't just go along with this tradition. I think I want to keep my parents' last name, actually. I don't know if I like your last name. I don't think it fits me very well. Don't worry, Mrs. Sterling. We will be there on Thanksgiving for the morning and lunchtime. Get up. We need to go to your mom's house. I don't want to have to call her and tell her we're going to be late. Ugh, do I really have to go? Can't you and Missy just go on your own? I'm so tired. Who was the one staying up playing games all night when they knew they needed to get up early? I told you that you needed to get up at 6. Missy and I got up at 6. We're both ready to go. You decided to sleep in. You're the reason we are being delayed. You're seriously going to yell at me like this so early in the morning? You're so annoying. I can just get ready now. There's no need for you to blame me. Should I tell your mom we can't come because of you? Or, we could go later and stay for a shorter period of time before going to my parents' place. Why are you speaking like that? It sounds like you don't even want to go. Think about how well my mom has treated you since you joined our family. And you still act like this. You didn't tell her we're not going, did you? I'm getting ready now. Then hurry up. Do you know what time it is? What was so important that you came so late? There was a lot of traffic. Oh, and Scott woke up later than he was supposed to, so we could leave early enough to beat traffic. That's why it took us so long to get here. You stupid boy! I told you to go to bed early! And you! Tara, if your husband makes a mistake, you should cover for him. You were really going to throw him under the bus like that? Scott, you must be tired from all the driving. Hurry and rest on the couch. Yes, I'm very tired. I think I should take a nap. It makes sense for me to be so tired since I stayed up so late working. Oh, my hard-working boy. Go get some rest. Tara, come with me. You need to help me cook. Okay. Missy, go play with your toys in the living room. Okay, Mommy. Oh, wow. You've improved so much. Doing what I ask without talking back. Mom, I'm here. Oh, my sweet daughter is here. You must be so tired. I'm okay. Oh, Tara is here too. I guess she must be a big help in the kitchen. Mom, I'm so tired from my trip here. I think I need to rest. But you told me to come so that I could help you prepare the food, right? But now you're giving all the work to Tara. Do you think I'm not a good enough cook? That honestly really hurts my feelings. What? How could you think that, princess? You don't have to be good at cooking anyways. You are beautiful and smart. I know that any man with common sense will love you regardless of your cooking abilities. It's not easy to be a good wife, but I think you will be great. Tara, I've been thinking this for a while, but you're starting to get really fat, dear. If you don't want to end up looking like a whale, you need to start taking your health more seriously. But that's all up to you. Okay, Samantha and I would like to eat a snack. Bring us one, won't you? Yes, please. I'd like an apple. Oh, no. You want me to slice an apple for you right now? I am so busy that I don't think I'll be able to. Your mom already gave me a long list of things to finish here in the kitchen. So what do you want me to do? Did you just refuse? Are you seriously going to talk back to us? You've told me to do so many things. What did you expect? Do you want me to drop everything you told me to do in order to get you a snack, or should I carry on cooking? I think you need to be more specific with your expectations. You told me to come out here and be a good daughter-in-law by helping you cook, but it seems like you can't decide what you want me to do. If I stop doing your chores, how will you feel? Huh! Are you speaking back to us right now? Why are you acting like this? Have you lost your mind? How dare you speak to my mom like that? Are you trying to humiliate her? You're seriously so busy that you can't get a snack for us? I told you I'm busy with the other chores your mother gave me, but you still want me to make you a snack? How old are you? Should I ask my daughter if she wants a snack too? Who lives in this house again? I keep forgetting because every time I'm here, it feels like I'm given the responsibilities of someone who lives here. Isn't this your family's house? Aren't you old enough to make your own snacks? Oh my God! How dare you say such things to me? I'm your sister-in-law. You're supposed to treat me with respect. You have lost your mind. I can't believe you would speak to my daughter this way. You told me that when a woman gets married, she is supposed to forget her own family, right? Then once Samantha settles down and finds a husband, she's going to leave you behind, right? She should forget about you forever. But, oh wait, she can't cook. That means she won't be a good wife. But I guess she can attend a cooking class to help her build up her marital value. You really need to learn how to cook, Samantha. What are you talking about? Quit being so weird. Mom, are you going to defend me? Tara's being so mean. I came to my own home and now I'm being berated by some brat. Oh, don't be like that. You need to listen to my advice or else you'll end up with a miserable, rude mother-in-law just like I have. Your mom is the one who taught me all of that stuff anyways. I think it's about time for Missy and I to head out. Does that sound good to you? What is going on? Stop, Tara! Come back here! Scott! Scott! Come control your wife! She's out of control! Are you insane? How dare you speak to your husband's family like that? My head hurts just thinking about it. That is Scott's younger sister. I am his mother. You are in our house. Oh my goodness, I am so scared. I spoke to you the way you have always spoken to me. Did you not like it? I am so sick of this toxic family. I came here to help you prepare the food for today's meal and your daughter comes, complains about being tired, so you both go to take a rest and then tell me to make you a snack. Every time I come here, I have to work. There is no rest for me. In my experience, when you go to someone's house as a guest, they allow you to rest and they are the ones who do all of the work. That doesn't seem to be the case here, though. Oh my. Why are you screaming at each other like this? You woke me from my nap. Mom, what's going on here? Your stupid wife is horrible. I can't believe that she is an educated woman. She acts like a wild animal. Samantha came to spend the day with us and your wife started to scream at her over nothing. As soon as she got here, they started fighting. I'm so upset. What? Tara, you really acted like that? You've been cold towards me too lately. What's up with you? And you wanted to cancel today's lunch this morning. She threatened to call you and cancel on you. What? You are horrible. If I was your parent, I would be so disappointed in your behavior. Aw, would you? Well, my parents are actually very proud of me. I don't think you'd understand, though, since your expectations are so high for everyone except your own children. Mrs. Sterling, things have changed in recent years. Nowadays, men and women do the cooking and cleaning together. It's not just a wife's duty. Additionally, just because I'm your daughter-in-law does not mean that I am your servant. Are you implying you did nothing wrong here? The more that I think about it, the more I realize how unfair this relationship is. Someday when your daughter gets married and she visits her in-laws, would you want her to be treated this way? Well, exactly. You don't want her to be treated like a servant, right? So why do you treat me that way? You are so strict about me coming here that I haven't visited my parents in a long time. I miss them, and they miss me. But you know what? I've never told them about the horrible ways you treat me, because I know that would be heartbreaking for them to hear. Samantha and I are the same. You should treat me the way you treat her. With respect. You are nothing like my daughter. She has skill, talent, and beauty. Additionally, she is so sweet. Everyone loves her. No one likes you. You are a miserable, ugly woman with no skill or self-respect. So what I'm hearing is that you don't believe I deserve to be treated with respect. I suppose that's how you'd like Samantha to be treated once she gets married, too. Mrs. Sterling. There are things we should and should not do in life. But you? I think you believe that everything you do is correct. You think it's okay to call me mean names and to call me to yell. You don't know anything about me. You have never cared to learn. Have you ever once asked me about my life? If you're going to be like this, get out of our house. My mom hasn't done anything wrong. You shouldn't be saying all this bad stuff about Samantha either. She's younger than you. You shouldn't be bullying her like this. I think you should just go to your parents' house since it's so important to you. Earlier, when I said I was leaving, you guys told me to stay. Now what do you want me to do? I know what I want to do, but who is going to do all the cooking when I'm gone? No matter what I choose to do, you are both going to be upset and blame me for being in the wrong. You are such a mama's boy. What? A mama's boy? No, I'm not. That makes me sound like a baby. What? Did I strike a chord in you? Would you rather I start cursing at you like you do to me at home? Think about how you've treated me. Should I stoop down to your level? You are a family full of scammers and liars. You're all just trying to steal money and time from everyone around you. What the heck? I was right. You are insane. You have no idea what you are saying. Scammers? Liars? When have we ever tried to steal? Oh, don't pretend to be stupid. You've always been this way. You even told me that the girl before me packed her bags and ran away. What? How could you say that? It's not true. Are you perhaps pregnant again and just being hormonal? You are acting rather hysterical. You're the one who told me that there was another woman, remember? Why are you insinuating that I am acting hysterical or hormonal anyways? There's no need to perpetuate those kinds of stereotypes. Mom, what on earth is she talking about right now? Did you really slip up and tell her? I just made a simple mistake. She wasn't listening to me, and I just wanted to shut her up, so I slipped up. Is what I did really so bad? I don't think so. Thanks to you, I learned a lot about Scott and his previous relationships. I heard a lot of things that you never told me before. In all the years I've known you, I never thought you could keep so many secrets. As soon as you got divorced from the other girl, you married me right away. That's why you wanted to get married, right? To make up for the relationship you lost? You told me it was your first time getting married, but that was just a big lie. You've lied to me and built our family on a throne of lies. Yet you all treat me as if I am the monster in this relationship. You... So what are you going to do about it? Either way, we live together and share an income and a home. If you try to divorce me, it's going to get super complicated. Just think about Missy. Don't you know how upsetting this will be for her? That's why I already hired a lawyer. Plus, Missy isn't treated well by you or your family. Can you think of a single time she has ever been greeted or spoiled by her grandma? Not once. It's like you pretend she is invisible. Okay, fine. Are you really saying you want to get a divorce? If you break up with me, there's no way you'll be able to live a good life. I think my life will be a lot better once you're out of it. Do you know how much stress you've caused me thus far? I think you and your family will do just fine on your own, don't you think? Your mom never fails to spoil you. Why would she stop now? Don't be too sad about this. You've never seemed to really love me anyway. I'm sure this just means you'll be able to find another woman to manipulate and trick into a relationship with you. Well, with all of that said, Missy and I are going to my parents' house now. Happy Thanksgiving! You don't have anything else to say to me, do you? Well, even if you do, I don't want to hear it. I'll disappear quietly from your life and you'll never know I was here. Have a good life, Scott. What's up? Did you guys end up not going to your in-laws' place? Dude, I divorced him! I just got so fed up with him and his family that I divorced him on the spot. I told him to forget about me and my family and to just live his life on his own. As soon as his sister got to the house, I told him I knew everything and said I was leaving him. I told him I would leave quietly, as if I was never there, and I already packed up some of mine and Missy's items and brought them with me, so now we're headed to stay at my parents' house. I didn't know you had it in you. I'm so proud of you for leaving that jerk. I wish you had done it sooner, but it's always better late than never, right? How did you live like this with him for so long? I just can't understand. Because I didn't want to see the red flags. I knew that our relationship wasn't healthy, but I didn't want to admit it to myself because I was scared. But you know what? This was the right time for me to leave him. I'm so glad you helped to convince me to do this. Missy and I are currently on the bus riding back to our apartment, and we are so ready to be done with all of this. And I'm preparing the divorce papers. I'm going to try to get quite a bit of alimony money from him. You did good, kid. You did so good. I can help you start to organize things as you move if you need. You know I'm always here for you. This is a fresh start for you. A new opportunity to live your life to the fullest. You don't have to worry about him holding you back any longer. Plus, if you finish working on this project, well, you're bound to get a promotion. That means more money and better opportunities for you and Missy. It would be a shame for you to miss out on this opportunity. I'm so happy that you are cutting him out of your life. I know that it might be overwhelming at first, but in the end, you are going to feel so relieved. Yeah, you're right. This is a chance for me to start over and to create the life I've always wanted. Someday I can start dating again if I really want to. But I'm not in any rush to do so. If Scott could get remarried, then I know that I am more than capable of finding true love. Even if it takes a while. Mom, Dad, we're here! Oh my goodness. You don't usually come on holidays like this. What's going on? Why aren't you at your in-laws? I finally escaped from their miserable house. Scott's mom is a real bully, you know. Oh, my sweet grandbaby. Come here, Missy. Let me give you a hug. Hi, Grandma! She forced me to do all of the cooking while Missy played by herself in the living room and then asked me to get them a snack while I was in the middle of cooking. I was fed up, so I just gave them a piece of my mind and left.
What? She made you do all of that? Isn't that kind of a trivial reason to fight?
Dad, you don't understand. She had the audacity to invite me over to do all of her chores and then ask me to cut them up an apple in the middle of preparing their meal for them. I tried to be kind, but do you know how grating her voice is? She is so demanding. No matter what I do, it never seems to be good enough for her. Today was the last time I went to their house. I finally escaped their toxic household. It's not burdensome for me to be here, is it? Do you know what they were trying to tell me I needed to do? Forget about my family. They said that when you get married, you have to forget about your family and take care of your in-laws 100% of the time. But you know what? I said I couldn't forget about you. So they accused me of being a terrible daughter-in-law. But guess what? I told them that I will be the one to forget about them. I am done with that family. Forever.
Sweetie, what are you talking about? They really told you to stop seeing us. Is that why you couldn't come to my birthday dinner? I guess that makes sense then. You never used to miss my parties. So what are you thinking? What did you mean when you said you'd never see them again?
We're getting divorced. Well, I'm divorcing him. I finally came to my senses and realized that I don't want to be married to someone who treats me like I'm less valuable. And honestly, I was trying to hide how bad our relationship had gotten from you guys because I was scared you would think less of me. But now I know that it was the wrong choice to hide reality from you. I can't keep running away from my problems. I kept thinking about Missy. I would never want her to be in this kind of relationship. That's why I made the decision to leave that jerk and his awful family.
Good for you. I am so proud. Getting divorced is common nowadays. We would never look down on you. I'm sure this must have been very relieving for you to get off of your chest. When your mother and I had you, we wanted to protect you, but we also knew that you were ultimately the one who would need to make her own decisions. Honestly, I never liked Scott. I always felt he was selfish and entitled. But I wanted you to come to that conclusion for yourself. I'm proud of you for standing your ground, sweetie.
Thank you so much for your love and support. I love you two so much. Where's Henry? Is he not coming today?
I'm pretty sure he had something special going on today. He said it was something important. I think he went to Vanessa's parents' house this morning, then needed to do something before coming over. Oh, right. Are you too hungry? You must be. I have a ton of food for you to try. Do you want to take leftovers with you? It's too much for your dad and I.
Well, Mom, you are the best. That would be wonderful.
Missy, come play with me. I made some pie for you.
Are you seriously not coming home? My mom is trying to prepare all of the food by herself now. Thanks to you, she's been slaving away in the kitchen all night. You're my wife, but you're not willing to help us? You are so stuck up. Excuse me? I'm pretty sure I told you I don't want to be your wife anymore. We're done, Scott. I worked for you and your family like a dog for all these years. Do you know how much I've done for you? If your mom is struggling so much, why don't you go act like an adult and help her yourself? I was slaving away in the kitchen all day for your mom, and you didn't have to move a muscle. Every time we went over to your mom's place, you laid on the couch or took a nap while I did more work. What did you say when I told you I was tired? You said I was being lazy, that it's a wife's duty, that I need to suck it up and learn to be a better spouse. That's what you told me every time I complained when we got home. You never supported me, never stood up for me, and always managed to make me feel worse. Your mom is always such a dictator. I'm done with you all, and now you're crawling back to me to ask for help? You seriously can't handle helping your mom for one evening. Are you incapable of being an adult? I'm sorry. I promise I won't make you do that kind of stuff ever again. Just stop talking about divorce, okay? It's not that serious. There is no reason for us to act so rashly. I'll tell my mom to stop treating you so harshly. I promise I'll be a better husband. Ha! I doubt that. I don't think your mom is capable of toning it down, and I don't think you're capable of being a good husband. No matter how much work I've done or how tired I am, I always take care of Missy and do whatever you want. All you do is complain that you're too tired and mope around all evening. I put up with your childish behavior for 5 years, but I am done. From now on, you're going to have to figure all of that stuff out on your own. You are so stubborn. I've always hated this part of your personality. God, I wish you would just shut up about all that stuff. You are so petty. We don't need to get divorced. This is how all relationships are. You're just being picky. The more you say you want a divorce, the more you're going to start being closed-minded. We can work this out, but if you keep saying that you're going to quit on our relationship, then I don't think we'll be able to make it. Do you hear yourself right now? I don't care what you do with the rest of your life, Scott. I just know it's not going to be with me. We're through. I've made my decision. We are getting divorced. We can't fix this relationship, and I feel like we're just talking in circles. Please stop bugging me and accept my decision. If you keep acting this way, there is no way I'm going to be able to take you seriously again. Do you think anyone can be the perfect wife for you with all of your insane expectations? I feel like I've really dodged a bullet here. I could have been stuck in a relationship with you for the rest of my life. Get ready for the divorce, buddy. I already contacted a good lawyer, and you'll be served with papers soon. Don't forget you're going to have to pay child support and alimony.
What? Alimony and child support? Why do you think I would pay those?
Obviously, you're going to have to pay both. Is Missy not your daughter? You don't have to take responsibility for your own child.
I mean, yeah, but if she's going to live with you, I don't see why I need to pay.
Do you not understand what child support is for? That's it, dude. I can't keep talking to you like this. It's driving me insane. It feels like I am talking to a wall.
Babe, stop it, please. I told you I was sorry.
It's over. Don't call me babe. I'm going to move in with my parents temporarily, so I'll stop by to pack up my stuff within the next few days.
Ha! Eventually you'll come crawling back. I know you can't survive on your own. Just try. You'll see that you can't do it on your own. One day you're going to come banging on my door, crying and begging for me to take you back. Do you know how much of a burden you're going to be on your parents? You should be ashamed of yourself. You're the one acting like a child.
My parents are proud of me. Do you know how hard it has been for them to see me with someone like you? Finally, I am making the right decision that will help me to thrive and become the best person I am capable of becoming. I feel like you're the one who should be ashamed. You got divorced and cheated on your first wife, and now your second wife is divorcing you for being a terrible person. Sounds like you need to work on yourself. Bye, Scott.
Hey, that witch Scott's mom is outside of our house. What is she doing here?
I know what she's doing here. I'll take care of this, Mom. Hey, you there! Are you really having such a hard time without me there to do all of your chores that you've decided to show up at my parents' doorstep? Is it hard having to deal with your son on your own? It must be so hard for you. You really are such a brat, you know that. I heard you're trying to divorce my sweet son. You can't divorce him. Just think about how much you're ruining your daughter's life. What is she supposed to do without a father? You can't handle being a wife or a mother, so now you're trying to steal all of his money and make him take care of your kid. Excuse me? I will be taking full custody of my daughter. I will continue to raise her. I have done nothing wrong. You and him are the ones in the wrong here. All the time you knew me, you have lied to me and manipulated me. I feel like I've been a pushover this whole time and have allowed you to do whatever you've wanted to me. I am done being your doormat. I know my worth and I deserve to be treated with respect. I don't want you, your son, or your daughter to ever try to meet me again. This is how you want to settle things, huh? By running away. Fine. We don't need someone like you in our lives. We will do just fine without you. If you're going to leave him, get it over with. That way my son can hurry and meet a better woman who will treat him with some decency. Wow. Well, I wish him good luck. I'm sure that he will find someone he deserves. I think that if you and him never change, he will never be in a happy relationship unless he changes drastically. I think it's best if we never see each other again. If we ever see you again, we are going to pretend like we don't know you. Mom, if you ever see this old, miserable woman again, that's all she will be. An old, miserable woman. What? Old, miserable woman? How dare you call me that? Where did you learn to treat your elders with such disrespect? I bet your parents speak horribly like that as well. Your parents should be ashamed. Don't you ever come to my house.
You're going to talk to my daughter like that at my house. You are not about to treat my daughter like that. I think that my daughter is right. You're just a miserable person. I think you're the kind of woman that will have no one visit her grave when she passes away. But you know, who am I to say that?
How dare you! I see your daughter takes after you. You're both bad people. You know, I was considering apologizing and making amends, but now I will never apologize.
I believe in my children. I will not allow my children to be treated so horribly by other adults. From now on, you will not contact our family. You will never speak to us again. I promise that if you do, you will regret it. You and your family have caused my daughter so much stress and pain. It is too early for this. I think it's time for you to get off of my lawn. Get out of here, I hope you have a nice rest of your day, old woman.
Babe, I'm sorry. I promise I'll treat you right and be the best husband you could ever ask for, okay? Please, can you just help me out a little? Hello? Who is this? I think you have me mistaken with someone else. I don't have a husband. Babe, it's me. It's Scott, your husband. Are you seriously still mad after all this time? I contacted you because I have something to tell you. Ah, I see. I thought I told you not to contact me again after the final day in court. What do you need from me? I just miss you. I miss having you in my life. I messed up, okay? I'm sorry. I don't have any money left after spending my savings on the stupid court settlement and paying all of the child support. I don't think I can keep paying it. I'm living with my mom and it's horrible. She makes me do so much stuff each day. Can't we please just get back together? Look, it was hard for me to stand up for myself and make the decision to leave a jerk like you. Why are you pretending like you did nothing wrong and like this is something that can be fixed so easily? Are you so shameless that you've come to beg for me to get back together with you? It's funny because you always told me I was being dramatic after I complained about your mom, and now here you are struggling to put up with her. You're going to have to figure this out on your own. How have you blown through all your savings in 3 months? You still have a job. You are living at home rent-free. If you were a responsible adult, you would be able to figure it out. I'm pretty busy, so I'd appreciate it if you never contacted me again. Tara, please. I missed you so much. My life has been so hard without you in it. Can't we just meet one more time? Would that really be too hard for you? I think you finally found yourself in a relationship where you are experiencing all the hardships that you put me through. And that relationship just happens to be with your mom. Goodbye, Scott. Let's not speak again. Tara! Tara? Hello? Tara! After all of that, I was finally able to be separated from my horrible husband. He paid me alimony and is paying child support, although he drained all of his savings gambling at a casino nearby. After moving in with his mom, he experienced new hardships. She continued to be strict and manipulative, and he was the same lazy man as before. In the end, they both tried to contact me and my family many times. They showed up to my house, work, and eventually to my daughter's school. I finally filed for a restraining order. Since then, my daughter and I have gotten an apartment near my work, and she goes to a nice school. I was lied to for 5 years about my husband's previous relationships, and after finding all of that out, I had a lot of new trust issues. Recently, I've entered back into the dating pool, although I've been very hesitant and cautious. I met a man I really liked, and we get along very well. He has also been married once before and found out his wife was cheating on him. They got divorced, and he struggled with trust issues for a long time. We can relate to each other's situations, which makes it easier for me to bond with him. I am finally getting my happily ever after. Thank you all for listening to my story. If you enjoyed the story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content just like it.
Hey Trisha, Lynn's about 3 months old now, isn't she?
Huh? Why would you ask a question you know the answer to? Yeah, she's just over 3 months old now. Why are you being weird? Time flies though, doesn't it?
It sure does. I've been thinking about it. I think it's about time you start moving around again.
Moving around? What do you mean?
I think you know exactly what I mean. You're not doing anything, are you?
I just told you I don't know what you mean, so why are you telling me that I know exactly what you mean? What are you trying to say?
It's about time you start looking for a job.
Look for a job? Me?
I'm messaging your phone, aren't I? Who else would I be talking about? Why haven't you gone back to work yet?
Huh? What do you mean, why? You're my husband. You're acting like you didn't just see me this morning. I'm not working because I'm home raising our daughter? You know, the baby I just gave birth to?
I know that much. You're just using your stomach as an excuse.
Using my stomach as an excuse? What are you talking about?
How's your stomach? It's fine now, isn't it? You've given birth to Lynn already, and your stomach was healed long ago. How long are you planning to leech off me like a parasite?
Excuse me? What did you just say to me? I'm not leeching off of anyone. What's your problem all of a sudden?
I've spoken to some colleagues of mine, and they all said that their wives returned to work within 4 months of giving birth. Lynn is going to be 4 months old really shortly, and you haven't even started looking for a job or a daycare for her.
I didn't know there was such a strict time limit. Why can't I go back to work when I feel I'm ready? I plan on working again. I just hadn't thought of an exact time frame. But I think now is a little too soon. Don't you think it's going to be difficult for us all if I start working again this soon?
There's no reason not to. It's time we find a daycare for Lynn, so you can start pulling your own weight and stop leeching off of me.
Pulling my own weight? And it's not just about finding a place for Lynn during the day. I have to be physically ready to work myself. I explained this to you, didn't I? You know I had a C-section.
So what?
It's not like a natural childbirth. They cut me open. You know my job was quite physical. It's not like I just sit in a chair all day when I'm at work. I have to be physically fit to work.
I know you told me that, but it's not a good enough excuse.
How could you say that?
Do you think I'm stupid? You're trying to make a big deal out of this. All they did was cut you and take out the baby. It's been 3 months. It was just a simple C-section. You could have recovered from a heart surgery by now. You just want to relax at home and leech off of me while I'm out working my butt off all day, don't you? I'm not gonna let you do that. My mom went back to work right after giving birth to me and still raised me well. You're just trying to shirk your responsibilities as a wife, and I've had enough of it.
I am not. I'm at home looking after and caring for Lynn 24/7. Why would you even say that to me?
Because you obviously don't get it. If I let you get away with not working, next you're gonna stop doing the housework, and then you're gonna stop looking after Lynn. Then you'd be even worse than a leech. You'd become a parasite.
I told you. I plan on going back to work. But it just isn't possible for me right now. Why is that not getting through to you?
You're the one who this conversation clearly isn't getting through to. I can understand needing to support an elderly parent or a small child, but I'm not going to sit here and support you.
You keep talking about supporting and caring for people, but you don't know the meaning of either of those things. I told you, I do hard physical labor.
Yeah, you and your hard physical labor. Whatever. The bottom line is, I'm not going to be supporting children and a wife. When I married you, I had no intentions of supporting a leech. I agreed to support our children, but I didn't agree to support you sitting at home doing nothing. If you want to look after people, I suggest you make that your job. Maybe if you can get the qualifications for it, you can start making some decent money for a change, huh? Actually, that'd be great. Then you could start paying me back for those 3 months you wasted.
Hey, Kevin, you're off today, aren't you?
Yeah, why would you ask that? I was here when you left to go shopping, wasn't I?
That's what I thought. Are you in the house right now?
Yeah.
How come my key won't open the door anymore? This looks like a new lock? Did you change the locks while I was out?
Let's just say I decided to kick you and that baby to the curb.
Huh? What do you mean, kick us to the curb?
It means I don't want you two anymore. Go back and live with your parents. With that said, and the locks changed, could it be any clearer?
Just wait. That's why you asked me to pick some things up for you? You wanted to use that time to change the locks on me? I should have known something was up when you insisted that I take Lynn with me.
Oh well.
But why? Why would you do this to us?
Why? You really asking me that? I told you why. Told you I had no intentions of supporting a leech.
You said that in a text, but you never mentioned it again after that. Why wouldn't you sit down and discuss this with me? What you did here is crazy. And what about Lynn? Do you not care what happens to her?
Well, she can't stay here with me. I can't look after her, so you'll have to do it. Looks like you'll have to work and take care of her either way, huh?
What do you mean you can't look after her? You're her father. Oh, I can't believe you just said that. Do you not care about your own daughter?
I'm a man. Looking after kids is the woman's duty.
You have no intentions on letting us back in the house, do you?
Maybe if you get a job and start earning some decent money, I'll let you back in. If you can't do that, you won't be living here.
Fine, but if I'm not living with you, that means we're through. If you want me out, at least give me my things. At least let me in to pack some stuff.
I'm not falling for that and letting you back in so easily. You think I'm that stupid?
So you won't even let me get my things before you kick us out?
It's because I don't trust you.
Then you pack up all my stuff and have it sent to my parents' house. And I still want to talk to you about custody of Lynn.
You don't need to be in the house for that either. We could talk about that through text messages. And there's no discussion. I don't want Lynn. There's no one here to take care of her now, so there's no way she could stay here.
Well, I'm glad you feel that way. I don't want her being with someone like you anyway. But if you planned on kicking us out like this, I hope that means you're prepared to pay me all the money I'm entitled to when I divorce you.
I thought about how much it would cost to support both of you, and I figured it would be cheaper just to divorce you. So yes, I'm prepared to pay that amount. It's the lesser of two evils as far as I'm concerned.
I'm not just taking half when I divorce you. You're going to be paying 18 years of child support too.
Yeah, I know. I'll pay you however much it takes to get you two out of my life.
Fine. I'll have the divorce papers and everything sent to you. Lynn is your child, and you damn well better take responsibility for her until she's 18. Thanks for wasting all the years I spent with you, you jerk. Hey, I haven't gotten this month's child support payment yet. What's going on? You're 6 months behind. Stop screwing around.
I can't make the payments.
Huh? That's not my problem. I'm not going to wait any longer. You better pay me right now.
It's because of you that I can't make these payments.
Oh, I think I heard about what you're referring to. You quit your job, didn't you? Was it because everyone heard about how you kicked your wife and newborn child out when they left to pick up some groceries? And now everyone at work thinks you're a horrible person, right? That's not my fault. All of that is the truth.
No, this is all your fault. If you would have done as you were told, none of this would have happened.
You haven't changed a bit.
And how do you know about that? How do you know I quit my job?
I heard from someone who works there. You know Sharon, right? She started working at the same company as you a few months before we got divorced. We grew up together. We went to the same school, she and I.
You know her?
We kind of grew apart when we went to different colleges, but we found each other again on social media after I divorced you. She couldn't believe it when she found out that I was the wife you had kicked out of the house. Sharon and I talk about everything. Oh, and I heard about you, too. I heard you had a thing for Sharon, huh?
What? What are you talking about? I never had a thing for her.
Really? Because she's telling me right now that you'd always invite her out for dinner after work, even though she kept turning you down.
Huh? Telling you now.
Yeah, I'm with her right now. We were just talking about you.
Wait, don't believe a word of her lies.
She told you that she had a boyfriend, but you continued to invite her out on dates or to hang out with you on days off, didn't you? I hear you even tried to get her to come to your house a few times. She said she made the mistake of giving you her cell number to text, and you keep texting her using lots of emojis that you think she finds cute. But she doesn't. Oh, she showed me all the messages you've sent her.
What? Stop looking at them. Tell her to stop.
Don't worry, it's no big deal. We're divorced now. Flirt if you want. And who cares anyway? Do you think me knowing this is going to have any effect on me waiting or not waiting for your child support payments?
I'm sorry.
Huh?
Even when I was with you, I was in love with Sharon. Maybe I still am.
Why are you even calling her Sharon? I hear that's not what you usually call her, huh? I heard you always call her Cher Bear, don't you? Who did you really love? Tell me. You want me to wait longer on those child support payments, don't you? So tell me.
I loved Cher Bear.
I can't believe you act so tough with me, and yet you call her Cher Bear. There's got to be something wrong with you.
I told you, okay? So now you'll wait a little longer for the payments, right? Please.
I have waited. I'm not waiting anymore.
You said you would. We had a deal. You just went back on your word.
And one more thing. Why have you been coming to my parents' house? Was that regarding the child support payments too?
Huh? So you were there. Your parents were just covering for you, weren't they? I knew it, because every time I went there, someone called the police on me. How am I supposed to discuss anything with you if this is how you act?
Oh, don't make me laugh. This is all on you.
Look, I'm begging you. I'm trying to find a job. I've got my name in at a number of placement agencies. There's nothing available. I want to work, but there's no work to be had.
That's got nothing to do with me. Just pay me my child support.
It's not just that. I'm a little embarrassed to say this, but after I quit my job, I made my mom go out and find another part-time job to help support me. But I don't know if it's because she's too old, or if she was just overworked, or both, but she passed out at work and had to be taken to the hospital. Doctor said she couldn't keep doing what she was doing, or things would get worse. My dad heard what happened, and even though he left my mom years ago, he was furious, came back just to yell at me. Then him and my mom got talking again, and, well, those two decided to get remarried and to cut me out of their will. Nothing's going right for me anymore.
Really? Your dad sounds like a smart person. I think he made the right decision.
No, he didn't. The hell are you talking about? 'Cause of that, I got nobody anymore.
Oh, that's too bad.
I know. You're right. It's too bad for me, isn't it? So please, cut me some slack. Could you help me out this one time, please?
What do you mean? Help you out? Stop beating around the bush.
I mean, could you help me out financially for a little bit?
What? You? Help you out financially? You don't mean by letting you not pay child support anymore, do you?
Please, Trisha, you've got to. I'm at the end of my rope here.
I just want to check one last time. Are you saying you're not going to pay me child support each month?
Yes.
Okay, then I'll make them garnish your wages.
Huh? Did I not just tell you I'm unemployed? I don't have any wages.
Look, I already know. You don't have to lie about it anymore. You're working for Microsofa at their head office.
Huh? No. Who said that?
I told you, I'm here with Sharon, and she knows all about it. She said you do nothing but complain about it to her boyfriend. He works there. He's the guy that always calls in sick, and you have to cover for him when he's gone. And then when he is there, you not only complain about everything to him, you even complain about him. You have to do twice as much work when he's not there, and you hate him for it. Anyway, that guy, that's Sharon's boyfriend. But don't worry. It seems he quit working there yesterday, so you don't have to worry about him calling in sick anymore.
Huh?
He even said you're always complaining about how you have to pay child support to your ex. In fact, that's all you seem to do when you're at work. Complain about other people.
Hold on a second. This has to be a joke.
Sharon couldn't believe it either, until her boyfriend showed her a picture of the guy who's always complaining. Turned out to be the same person who always calls her Cher Bear.
This can't be.
Oh, don't pretend that you don't know what I'm talking about. You can't fool me. That guy at Microsofa who's always complaining is you, isn't it? Luckily, I was able to see through all of Kevin's lies. Now that I knew he had a job and he still wasn't paying me child support, I went to my lawyer and we got the court to garnish Kevin's wages. They even made sure I got back the child support that he hadn't paid. Kevin had managed to find another well-paying job and still tried to get out of paying me. I know he had no savings left after the divorce, and I heard that he had been going out partying and spending his entire paycheck having fun instead of paying me child support. I should have known, because that's what he was doing before we got married, too. Though Kevin did nothing but lie to me, I heard he really did make his mom go out and get an extra job to help pay some of the bills after the divorce. He had apparently moved back in with her after he quit his job. There were a few months where he did nothing but sit at home, and it put a huge strain on his mom's finances as well. That's why she was forced to go out and get another job. And she really did pass out on the job from overwork and stress because of it. It was because of this news that his father came back and eventually remarried his mom. Everything about his father being really angry and them cutting him out of the will really was true. Kevin really was on his own after that. But 2 years have passed since all that happened. And I've been getting my child support payments every month, on time, thanks to the court. My daughter is 3 years old now, and she doesn't remember her father's face at all. And I'm glad. She actually calls my dad Daddy sometimes. I went back to work 2.5 years ago, and things have been going great for me ever since. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please press the like button. See you next time!
Did you throw my son out of the house? What made you think you could do that? What makes you think you could treat my son like that? This has really made me very unhappy. What's gone wrong? Are you really having trouble right now?
I didn't want to be distracted by the noise anymore. I need to concentrate, but I can't, so I kicked him out. It's much better with him out of the house. Now I can have some peace and quiet. I'm really happy I did it, and I don't regret a thing.
Can't you just learn to get along with people? You can't just throw someone out of your house because they make a bit of noise. You have to learn to cooperate with each other. It's about give and take. Did you think you're better than my son because you earn more money? Do you think you have the right to boss him around and throw him out just because of that? I think you need to get back down to earth.
He needs to earn more money. He can't just go through life living off me and his family. I know that he keeps asking you for money. Why don't you tell him to get a proper job? He needs to grow up and find his own way in life. He's like a big child that never becomes a man. Any job will do. He just needs to find something to get him out of the house and into work. Even if it's a low-paid job, he still needs to do something more productive with his life. All he does right now is ask me or you for money. It's really sad to see, and I think he needs some encouragement.
Are you trying to blame me for this? Are you trying to make me feel bad? You're just trying to make a bad situation even worse. I know that he needs to find a good job, but these things take time and you have to help him. He's really upset right now because he hasn't found the kind of job he wants, but there's no need for you to do this. It will take time, but I know he'll get there in the end. If I was your mom, then I'd be even more unhappy about your behavior. You need to be more supportive of those around you.
At least my mom works. She has to work hard in the care home looking after old folks.
I'm very happy that she has a job. My son just needs more time. He needs to find something that suits him, something that he wants to do as a career. There's no point starting a job that you hate only to leave it a few years later. Looking after the old folks might be a nice thing to do, but it isn't really a great job. I want my son to get a job that earns a lot of money.
I think you should be more respectful to people who work in care homes. My mom might not make a lot of money, but she helps people who are in need. She's a valuable person in society and does a lot of good work.
I think you should say sorry for what you just said. Please don't tell me what to think or say. No, I am not saying sorry. I meant what I said. The first thing you need to do is say sorry to your husband. You should go and see him at once. He's really upset about the way you've been treating him, and you need to say sorry for what you did. If you don't do what I say, then I worry that you might be heading for a divorce. You wouldn't want that, would you? You wouldn't want to throw away your marriage just because you decided to be unreasonable?
I think you shouldn't be taking his side in this. You need to accept that he needs to improve as a person. It's not my fault that I kicked him out. I just needed a break.
What if he goes out and meets another woman? How would you feel about that? You'd only have yourself to blame because you kicked him out and gave him no other option. I hope you realize how popular my son is with women. He could very easily find another girl and replace you. He might love you, but it won't last forever if you go on like this. I might even help him find another girl. I might introduce him to a more suitable girl than you. I want a girl that supports him through thick and thin, not a girl that kicks him out when things get a little tough. You should really be more resilient. You're his wife, and you should do everything to make him feel happy. You're clearly not fulfilling your duties, and it's to be expected that he might go elsewhere.
Are you even living in the modern world? A woman's job is not to serve a man, and I don't have to support him if he's being unreasonable. He doesn't do enough work, and now you're saying that he might cheat on me? Why should I accept such an arrangement?
I don't think he has to stick with you when you're being so unreasonable. I am not threatening you. I'm just telling you what will happen if you don't change. Divorce is very common these days. He doesn't have to stick with you if you don't treat him well. I think a lot of men don't like the idea of staying with one woman all their life, and you're only making it worse for yourself. You should really try your best to keep hold of him. I don't think my son is different. He has his limits.
I think you're really overly entitled and too protective of your son. You just can't see any wrong in him, can you?
I'm just being honest with you. My son could easily get a nicer girl than you. I'd be happy about that as well.
How would you feel if your husband was acting like this? How would you feel if he didn't have a real job? Would you accept it? Would you be happy if he found another woman?
Stop answering back. I am different to you, and the situation is different too. My husband would never cheat on me because I'm an excellent wife. He couldn't get a better woman than me, and he knows it. I can understand why my son can't put up with you. You really are a pain.
I haven't done anything wrong. I am not lacking in any way. I'm a good wife and person, but I do have limits. I am not going to allow your son to walk all over me like this. He needs to improve himself and do more with his life. If your son wants to leave me, then I can get by on my own. I don't need him. He would suffer more than me. I don't think you should be unconditionally defending him. You should be helping me try to change him.
So what you're trying to say is that if he went off with another girl, then you wouldn't even care? Seems to me that you're trying to make this marriage collapse. You just don't seem to care. I suppose it must have been obvious to him that you don't care. Maybe that's why he doesn't put so much effort in. I think he needs a woman that truly loves him, someone to motivate him in life. I bet you've been nagging him a lot. You know men hate women who nag all the time. If he does something minor that upsets you, then you should just let it pass. You don't have to complain about everything. You should talk to people in a more respectful manner.
I am not going to bow down to him when he's not doing what he should. No wonder he turned out to be the way he is. His mother clearly doesn't raise him right. Do you seriously think I'm going to accept all his flaws? There are just too many, and he needs to change. I don't know if there is anything I can do about him now. He's set in his ways, and so are you. You should have taught him to work hard when he was a child, and then he wouldn't be in the situation. I don't know if we can be saved if this is what he's had all his life.
I think you need to correct your way of thinking. I didn't do anything wrong when I raised him. He's a nice guy, good-looking, intelligent, and as soon as he gets the job he wants, he's going to do very well. He just needs more support from his loved ones to help him get there. If you aren't going to be the girl to support him, then don't be surprised when he finds someone else. You don't have your own children, so you wouldn't understand what it takes to raise a good boy. Maybe in the future you'll learn. I never thought there would be a type of woman who throws her own husband out of the house. It's just too crazy for me to imagine. I would never do that to my husband or my son. I'm a good wife, and so they always have my support. I wish you'd do the same, and then we wouldn't be in such a bad situation. Please, change your thinking before it's all too late and this whole thing ends in tears.
I never thought there would be a mother who would be happy for her son to cheat on his wife. What kind of a woman are you? Whatever happened to women looking out for each other?
You really have a cold heart, don't you? You just don't care about your own husband. Your mother should have taught you to be nicer to your family. It seems you only want to think about yourself and your own needs, and this is going to be your downfall. You'll never be happy in life if you don't think about others. You'll end up alone with no husband and no friends.
I am not going to accept my old behavior from a man who just doesn't care about his life. He needs to stop daydreaming, and you really aren't making things any better. If you had taught him this when he was a child, then he would be having a better life right now. Sadly, he's just clinging on to this idea that he's going to get a great job in a great company, and he isn't. The sooner he wakes up to this, the better. Then we can all move on and enjoy life. You should have taught him the value of hard work when he was young. Then he wouldn't be like this as an adult. I don't think there's any chance that I can save him now. He's an adult. His thinking is set in stone.
Stop being so rude to me and my son. I taught him how to be a good boy. He has a good education that's largely thanks to me. He's turned out to be a fine young man, and you are being cruel to him.
I have never seen this excellent upbringing that you talk about. All he does is eat food and lay around playing computer games all day. He keeps saying he's going to get a job, but then nothing happens. I even caught him taking money from my purse once without even asking me. He wanted to go and buy some beer from the store, so he just took it. He usually has the decency to ask me when he wants money, but this time he didn't. How do you think that makes me feel? I feel like he stole from me.
I don't believe you. He wouldn't do a thing like that. I don't even think he drinks alcohol. There must have been some kind of misunderstanding. My son is too good to do something like that.
If you're not going to believe me, then what can we do? You only want to see your side of things and you don't even listen to me. I think you should pay me back for the money he took from me. You're his mom, so it's partly your fault.
What an outrageous thing for you to ask. Why should I give you any money? I don't owe you a thing. You're accusing my son of stealing, and now you want me to give you money? I think you're the thief, not him. Could you get any worse? You certainly seem to be trying. I thought you were bad, but I didn't realize you were this bad. I didn't know you'd go this low.
I even recorded it on the home CCTV. You can watch it if you don't believe me. I saw him go into my purse and take some money. I confronted him, and that's when he told me he wanted to buy some beer. I am not lying.
What? You have a CCTV system in your house? Are you spying on people now? That's really creepy. Just what I'd expect from you.
It's not a secret camera. We both had it installed. We did it just in case a burglar came to our house. However, it turned out that he was the one doing the stealing, and he was stealing from me. At first, he tried to say it was both of our money, but eventually he admitted he shouldn't have done it. I was so shocked when it happened, I didn't realize that he would be that stupid. I thought he was too good for that, but he wasn't. I thought about going to the police, but I didn't want to cause that much trouble. I figured that it would be better if we sorted it out on our own.
What kind of wife even thinks about going to the police because her husband took some money from her purse? I think he's right. You should share money with each other. It's not stealing if it's your wife. My husband buys me things all the time, and I don't need to ask him when I want to use a credit card. This is normal behavior in a relationship, but I don't think you understand normal behavior.
I'm getting really bored of talking about this with you. I think I've made up my mind, and I think I want a divorce. I don't want to be in this terrible marriage anymore, and I don't want you as my mother-in-law either. The sooner this all ends, the better. I don't think you'll have a problem with this. I know you don't even like me. If only you'd give me that money back before I went, it might make the breakup a little bit cleaner.
I am not going to give you any money, so stop talking about it.
Is that because you don't have any money to give me? I wouldn't be surprised. Your son certainly doesn't have any.
I have plenty of money, thank you. But it's for me and my son only. I'm not going to give any to you. Completely shameless people. I am sick of you. I don't care what you say. It's not going to change the situation. You're really going over the top, and I'm not going to play along with your games. I think you're being really petty over all this. If you're going to leave, then just go and don't come back. I have given my son money, so I don't see why he'd need to get any from you. My son has committed no crimes and done nothing wrong. I'm sure about that. I think you just want to try and get some money from me. If I had known you were this type of girl, then I would never have agreed to my son marrying you in the first place. I won't be falling for this. You'll get nothing from me. I don't think you're in a position to criticize me. Your son has so many flaws, and you clearly do too. I know you've been buying him a lot of stuff from the mall. He doesn't deserve that stuff. You should have taught him to earn it for himself, not rely on others to buy it for him. No wonder he always wants money from me. I don't see why I should let him live off me. You're this old and you still don't know how a man should behave. You're treating him like he's still a child, and that's really no good for his development. No wonder he's in such a mess. It's all your fault. I have told you over and over again what he's done, but you're still in denial. I don't think there's going to be any getting through to you, is there? You will never see what's wrong with your son, and because of this, he will never grow into a man. If he leaves me, then what do you think will happen with his next girlfriend? She won't stand for this. He acts like a teenager, and that just isn't good enough anymore. I should have just gone straight to the police over the issue. I knew it would be a waste of time talking to you about it. You're very narrow-minded and not willing to open your mind to the truth. Why do you insist on blaming me for everything? It wasn't my fault. Even if he did take the money, why should I pay for it? You need to sort it out with him, not me. I don't owe you anything, and you won't be getting anything from me. It's your son, and so you also bear some responsibility. It's your fault that you didn't raise him to be a grown-up. He still acts like a child and expects others to pay his way in life. When will it end? If you don't step in, then I think it never will. Can't you just go back to work and earn some more money? Can't you just get over it? It can't have been that much if you only went and bought some beer. I wish you'd just forget it. You're such a petty woman to keep going on about this. Do you really have to get divorced over such a trivial issue? I really think you're really overreacting, and you just need to calm down and forgive people. I bear no responsibility for what happened between you two. It's up to you to sort it out. You're his wife, and you need to learn to sort out your differences. I don't see why I should put up with his terrible attitude. He's a complete idiot, and I've had enough of him. He wouldn't change, so I kicked him out. Maybe I won't let him back in. I thought you might see what he did wrong and encourage him to change, but it seems it's no use. Do you think I enjoy this? Do you think I enjoy your moaning and accusations? I wish you'd find a more productive way of dealing with this whole issue. Why should I be held accountable because you can't manage your relationship? I think it's you that needs to grow up, not him. I won't miss you if you go. I think we'll easily be able to find a girl who is nicer than you. You're not going to succeed in hurting us over this. We are strong, and we will get through it. I don't enjoy arguing with you, but I really had no choice. I thought this might help. You were my last resort. I don't have any money to give you, so I don't think there's anything more to talk about. If that's going to be the case, then I'm going to tell the police. I think they really should know about what happened. If you're not going to help, then maybe they will. I told the police and they took my side. They investigated and decided that my husband could be charged. He got a criminal record for taking money from my purse without consent. I know that some people might see this as excessive, but I thought it was fair. I didn't want him to walk all over me and treat me like dirt. He didn't do anything for me, and then he took money from me? It was the final straw. After that, we got a divorce, and now I hear he's gone off with a new girl. I wonder what she's going to do when she finds out what kind of guy he is. I might even tell her myself. I feel I have a duty to warn her about what might happen. Now that I'm free, I feel that my life is so much better. I didn't realize how bad he was for my state of mind. Things had slowly gotten worse and worse, and I didn't even realize it was happening. Thankfully, I realized before it was too late and got rid of him. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.
Miriam, where were you this afternoon? You skipped the Moms Club meeting again. I have to say we're getting more concerned about your frequent absence. Is this something we need to be concerned about? Hi, Dory. Oh gosh, I totally forgot about it till you just mentioned it. Thanks for reminding me. Yes, but you do realize that the meeting is over now, don't you? Right. Oh gosh. Look, I'm so sorry about that. It just totally slipped my mind. I'll have you know that you were the only one who was absent today. And you know this wasn't the first time as well. Correct? Yeah. I have missed quite a few of those meetings, haven't I? We don't officially state that this meeting is mandatory. However, there is an unwritten rule where we require all of the members to attend once a month. May I ask why this seems to be such a challenge for you? Dory, I understand. I really do. And again, I am so sorry for missing it again. I've been so tied up with work. I honestly just forgot. You forgot? Is that your excuse? Well, yes. I mean, it's the truth. I'm just being honest here. Well, that's barely acceptable. This is the most important meeting for us mothers, and you should know that. If I may say, that's quite a disgrace. If your child comes first, then surely these meetings should have a higher priority over anything else that you do. Don't you agree? Well, yes, but I was bombarded with meetings and deadlines at work. Like I said, it just slipped my mind. I actually knew I wasn't going to be able to make it. I just forgot to tell you about it. I had it written on a Post-it and I stuck it on my PC screen. Right. Gosh, this sounds like a lame excuse. I know. But I'm so sorry, Dory. I feel really bad that I missed another one of these meetings. Well, I won't be hearing any more of these excuses next time. You have to attend, Miriam. Otherwise, the kindergarten events won't go as smoothly. I understand. May I remind you that the upcoming Christmas and New Year event is the biggest event for all of our children and their families? You partaking in these meetings and events will make a huge impact on how much fun the children can have. Right. I do understand. You missed the Halloween event last month, and you know what a success that was. Right. I wish I could have been there for that one too. But if it was a success, then maybe that means that you can manage totally fine without me? If anything, it sounds like you don't even need me to be there. That is not true. Do you know how much extra work we had to put in to cover for you? Do you know how much easier it could have been to have another helping hand? Oh. Okay. Sorry. So when is the next meeting? I'll make sure to attend that one. I'll pencil it in my calendar right now. You will be notified about that in our email, which we'll send within the next few days. Okay. By the way, do you think you could possibly have these meetings at a different time? Meaning? Meaning any time besides in the afternoons on a weekday? How about in the mornings on a weekend? And give me one good reason as to why we should adjust our regular monthly meetings to suit your plans. Oh, no. I didn't mean it like that. I just meant to say that I'm sure there are other mothers who would appreciate a change in the hours too. There are a few other moms besides me who work like I do, right? Maybe if we voted on it or something, we can come up with a better solution to make sure that everyone can attend. What do you think? Well, that sounds absurd. There's no reason for us to do that. So far, you are the only one who has been absent. Other mothers who work are still making it to the meetings during their lunch hours. Why can't you? Don't be so selfish here, Miriam. But those meetings are often at inconvenient times for other people who work. Weekday lunch hours aren't exactly the best times. Well, other people seem to be able to make it. And besides, afternoon tea is a perfect way for us mothers to discuss important matters in a relaxed atmosphere. Well, okay. But how about joining online then? I mean, do we physically have to be present at the meetings? Why, yes, of course. But wouldn't you rather have... Oh, stop retaliating. Just hush. I won't have you mocking me just because I'm a stay-at-home wife. What the...
No, that's not what I meant.
I know exactly what you meant. How dare you insult me like that?
What? No!
Just because you have a job, do you think you can look down on those of us who don't? Or are you simply jealous that you can't have afternoon tea or go out shopping so freely like us? Which one is it?
Neither of those. Honestly, there's a bit of a misunderstanding here. I definitely don't look down on you or anyone else. And I'm not jealous of all the free time that you get. I mean, sure, a bit more time would be nice, but I'm not exactly jealous of that. I have the weekends free for all of that. So yeah, there's a bit of a misunderstanding here, so I wanted to clear that out.
I see.
I just think that maybe there's a better way to manage these meetings. For example, how about if someone were to write up a short summary of the meeting and sends it to everyone? You know, in bullet point form or something? So that for those of us who don't attend, for whatever reason, they can be kept in the loop.
Ah! And you call yourself a mother like that?
Excuse me?
Poor Halsey. Do you think that she'll be okay with that?
I'm sorry? What does my daughter have to do with any of this?
Well, if you keep going like this, Halsey will be left out if not bullied by everyone. And we don't want that now, do we?
I'm really not following here. What on earth do you mean by that?
Well, you see, if the moms all have a good friendship between each other, then that will reflect well on all of our children. Happy mothers, happy children, if you like. But if not, that will only show how much of a terrible example we are as adults and as mothers who don't get along with each other.
Right.
What kind of mother would want to set a bad example for them? Maybe when Halsey becomes a teenager, she'll go about her own way like a lone wolf too. Like you, Miriam.
Sorry, but I don't think Halsey has got anything to do with all of this. And besides, if the mothers can't attend a meeting for work reasons, then isn't that setting a good example?
How so?
Well, they'll see how career-oriented their mothers are. As women, don't you think that's setting a great example for our daughters?
See? There you go again. Belittling me like that just because I don't have a job like you do.
No! Oh, jeez. That's not what I meant. Please, I didn't mean it like that.
How dare you insult me like that again?
No. All I'm saying is that there are other moms who work too. And I want to make sure that everyone is given an equal chance to do what they can for their children. Myself included. Don't you get similar complaints from the other mothers too?
Absolutely not. Like I said, most of them do their best to attend every single time.
Well, so do I. And I keep telling you that I will try to do so going forward. I promise.
Well, maybe I need a word with your husband too then.
Ray? Why would you need to talk to Ray?
I mean, if you think about it, the reason why you have to work is because he doesn't earn enough to provide for the family. Right? If he had more income, then perhaps you wouldn't have to work so hard and essentially miss our meetings. Poor thing.
So, hang on a second. First, you brought my daughter into this, and now my husband. Please. This was my fault. So don't bring them into the picture. Okay?
Poor you. I know it's not like me and my family are the wealthiest people around here, but at least my husband earns enough to provide us the luxury of comfort. Poor Halsey. She doesn't have any of that, does she?
Well, no. But we manage just fine. She knows we love her, and she loves us back too. I don't understand your point in all of this. This is my family you're talking about. Please stay out of it. It's really none of your business.
I'm just telling you what other moms are thinking, you know. We've all noticed how you hardly go to pick Halsey up from the kindergarten.
That's because Ray finishes work earlier than I do. It just works better if he picks her up on his way home, instead of me at a later time.
Well, usually the mothers pick their children up from school, don't they? Everyone else seems to pick their children up but poor Halsey. She's the only one with her dad picking her up.
I don't think that matters. She loves her dad picking her up anyway. She's a daddy's girl.
Oh, just admit that you're jealous, Miriam. It's okay.
Of what? Of you?
Of our husbands who earn more than yours.
Are you crazy? Are you that self-righteous that you think everyone is jealous of you? I've never thought that.
Oh, of course. I forgot that your husband is just a regular employee. Isn't he? Whereas my husband is in the upper management and on the board of directors in his company. It may be more responsibility, but it's also more money, you see.
Well, yes. Compared to your husband, Ray might be a regular businessman, but so what? He works hard and he loves his job. That's all that matters.
Yes, but don't you think that's unfair on Halsey? Just because he's working in a job he enjoys, you have to work. Which means you don't get to spend as much time with her. Which ultimately means you also miss our mom club meetings.
Well, yes. But no! Stop trying to make sense into this because it doesn't work like that.
I mean, I'm so glad that I'm a stay-at-home mom in that sense. I can give my full attention to my children. And that's the least they deserve from their mother.
Excuse me, but my husband and I take the entire weekends off to spend quality family time with our daughter, too. There's nothing wrong with the way we spend time with her. So I don't think there's any reason for me to be listening to any of this from you. Besides, even if my husband were to get a raise or be filthy rich, that won't change anything. I wouldn't quit what I do. I love my job. Maybe you're the one who's just jealous that I have a career that I love and you don't.
How dare you?
Well, that's what it sounds like.
Absolutely not. And besides, what kind of job is that good that you would choose work over your family? You must be insane.
I'm sorry, but I run my own business. Thank you very much. Well, technically, I run it with my brother, so we're co-owners. But it's a long-running family business. My brother is the CEO of the company, and I'm the senior vice president.
What?
What? No, I'm sure you're surprised since I don't go around flaunting my title to anyone. But seeing as you're so interested in it, I'll have you know that about me.
Right. Well, great.
And by the way, your husband, Jim, was it?
Yes. What about him?
If I remember correctly, he works for BB Trading, doesn't he?
Yes, that's right.
Well then, his company is our client. They've signed contracts with us.
Right. I see.
You do understand what I'm trying to imply here, yes?
Well, yeah.
I guess you're not familiar with how a business works then.
Right. Well, explain it to me then.
So basically, in simple terms, your husband's company needs my company. They buy products from us for their business, and without them, they won't have a running business. Understand?
Right. I don't usually talk to my husband about his business affairs, so this is all gibberish to me.
Just as I thought. You're not interested in your husband or his work, are you? Just his income and his title.
How rude! That's not true.
I would say that you have no right to demean my husband's work if you know nothing about what the business life is like. You clearly have no idea how hard it is to be working. If you dare say anything more about me, my husband, or my daughter, then you need to see what's coming for you.
Wait, hold on. What do you mean by that?
I'll make sure that my company cuts your husband's company off as our client.
What? So you mean you will have him fired?
Not quite, although I wish that were to be the case. It just means that your husband's company could potentially have a huge loss coming for them. Are you following what I'm saying?
Well, you better leave him out of this.
Well, right back at you. Who do you think has been talking about my family like some kind of trash up to this point?
You're right. Yes, you're right. Look, Miriam. Look here.
What?
I'm sorry.
For what?
I'll admit I have said some heartless things about you and your family.
Uh-huh.
So I do apologize for mocking your husband like I did. And for the remarks I made about Halsey.
Mm-hmm. Is that all? Don't you think there's more?
Right. And for talking ill of you, I suppose.
And for what else?
Well, I've said it all, haven't I? What else is there?
You should feel sorry for all of us mothers out here, don't you think?
What do you mean? Why should I feel sorry for them?
For holding the mom meetings, all so that you can talk behind our backs and have nothing but a lame old gossip session instead.
What? But that's absurd and a false accusation.
You can try, but you can't hide it from me, Dory. I know all about it, you know. And seeing as we're on this topic, let me tell you what I know and what I think. And what other people think of you for a change. How they think you're a cheapskate and an extremely selfish person.
What? No, I'm not.
How every time you choose to hold the meetings at some fancy restaurant, and you don't take into consideration how expensive it can be for other people. How you make everyone split the bill and pay for things they didn't even eat.
That's not true.
Oh, really now? Then where did you hold the last meeting, The Kingsley Hotel, right? And the one before that? The Flemingtons?
Oh, but that was a coincidence.
A coincidence? How?
Well, they had a seasonal afternoon tea offer and everyone seemed to want to go there.
I don't think that's what you would call a coincidence. And I haven't finished yet. If the moms tell you that they can't attend the meeting, I know that you talk about them behind their backs. And we all have to listen to you vent. Do you know how that makes us feel?
No! Oh dear. You have it all wrong, Miriam. I'm the host. I'm the organizer of these meetings, so of course I have the right to choose where to go. I just make suggestions and they either agree or disagree. And most of the times, they like where I pick to have our meetings. That's not my fault, is it now?
From what I've heard, you're quite forceful with it. You make them agree to wherever you choose. You better apologize to all of us, individually, about all of this.
You're being over the top here, Miriam, don't you think?
No, I do not. Do you think that you can get away with this? After all you've done to us? Since this text conversation between Miriam and Dory, we all thought that Dory would apologize to all of the mothers who she caused trouble to. But she never did. I guess she doesn't feel guilty or bad for what she did. But apparently, her husband has been away from home more often, going on frequent business trips. It seems like his business is falling apart and could be in a lot of trouble. Was that due to the awful relationship between Miriam and Dory? We shall never know. As for Miriam, somehow rumor got round that she was the senior vice president of a major company. This made Dory feel uneasy, but she has kept her distance from her, so that's good. It seems like the Moms Club meetings are still being held, but on an online basis, and now everyone is attending. Perhaps that's the best thing that came out of this, and let's hope it stays like this for the sake of all the busy working moms out there and for our children. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please like it and see you in the next one.